creating content and you're not making money, or you're building a following and you're not monetizing, it's because you're missing key conversion elements, which is exactly what I'm going to break down in this video so you can walk away and start posting more content that actually converts and actually results in more money in your bank account, so that your growth on social media can reflect as growth in your bank account. And so to hop right into it, the solution framework is to step one, declare your offer. So what are you even selling? Is it a product? Is it a service? What's the price range? Who's your ICP? Who are you targeting? And so you need to have this method of monetization in the first place, right? If your issue is that you don't have a product, you have no way to monetize, and you're kind of just hoping that maybe sponsors flock your way, maybe all of a sudden, platforms start paying more money for their RPM, for their AdSense, it's not really going to happen. And you got to have an offer. You got to have a product or a service, depending on, the type of content you create, depending on, what you want to sell in the first place, who your audience is currently. So define what that is. What do you actually sell? Package your expertise. What are you the best at doing? Things like that, to determine what that product, what that offer should really be, and then position for premium value. So you can have the most leverage and sell this at the highest price point with getting the best results with the least amount of inputs on your end. Step two, create belief shifting content. So now if you have been doing well with content, but you're still not making any sales, when you bring in an offer, when you bring in a product, you're most likely going to have to switch up your content because you're now selling. So you now need to have belief shifting content that actually pushes people one step closer to buying that product and working with you one-on-one, whatever that means, when you roll out this product. This looks like demonstrating unique expertise, challenging your leads' existing paradigms, and showing transformation proof, right? Showing proof of work, proof of concept, case studies, etc. Step three is implementing a simple funnel to actually consistently drive sales. So you're not just a one-hit wonder and relying on, a viral video to get any sales. So step three is implementing that. That looks like having content that actually converts, having a lead magnet, collecting emails, and then going straight to sales. And so that's an example of what a simple content funnel can look like. There's a lot of different ways to do it. This is a good just template rule of thumb to go with. Focus on conversion, not complexity, and measure what actually matters. Track the KPIs and take a look at what the data really looks like. Step four, build scaling systems, right? So from here, we have, got the traffic, the content's more optimized, you have the offer in the first place, and so you're making some sales. And so now you need to have more leverage and build scaling systems that make you create more sales without any extra input and overall do a lot better. So this looks like having a hired appointment center in place, implementing ads to run predictable traffic to your offer, outsourcing fulfillment, etc. Right? This is building the systems around that new offer to have the most leverage once again. And so now the offer clarity. If you're watching this video right now and you're just like, this is all cool, but I don't even know what offer to really make. I don't know what to sell. I don't know, what an online offer really even looks like. And so when it comes to a service-based offer, there are three main types. There is done for you. And so this is straight up services where you're taking something off their hands. You are, editing somebody's videos and you're posting them for them. That is done for you. And so you can usually charge more for this. You can usually charge more for this, less for this, and less for this, right? This goes most expensive, more expensive, least expensive. So you have done for you. You have done with you. This is consulting. This is coaching someone one-on-one. This is hopping on, bi-weekly or weekly coaching calls, one-on-ones, group calls, doing something with the person, not exactly for them, but with them, and then do it yourself. So this looks like products, right? This looks like selling a cookbook. This looks like selling a playbook, Google Doc PDF on Gumroad or something like that. And so determining which offer makes the most sense for you really comes down to a few things. It comes down to how much work do you want to put into it? Where is your expertise really at? And those are the two main things, right? Because if you want to put them, also I'd throw in how much do you want to make from this, right? And so if you want to make the most from it, if your expertise, if when you look at your expertise, it makes sense to go fully hands-on because you're really, really good at this one thing and you want to make the most money, all those things line up for you to be doing done for you, right? If you want to spend a little less time and you don't fully have the bandwidth or the confidence to fully take over a full service and charge that much money, and you're also okay with making a little bit less, done with you is the best way. If you want to just simply sell a product and be able to sit at the beach and just make videos and do it yourself products, low ticket, like $20 to $100 products, even cheaper, even more expensive, depends on what it is the best way for you. And what I see a lot of and where people really crush it is having both of these in place, having it done for you for a select ICP of people that have, a certain amount of revenue that they're making per month. And that is you only take on a few of these people a month. And then you have a done with you, which costs less. And this is for a separate ICP, maybe more so beginners looking to get past this first phase. This is people that are already at that phase and they just need you to take it off their hands and scale them further, right? So that's exactly what this looks like. And so for an example, for me, if I were to give you an example of what this could look like in my situation, done for you, let's say that this is scripting, editing, managing, posting, KPIs, hiring you a setter, managing and running your ads. That is done for you. I'm going to take it all off your hands. I'm going to do all of it for you. You don't have to do anything. You just have to film the videos. And so I might charge $6K a month for a done for you right there. But this is only for people that are making $30K a month revenue because they can afford $6K a month and they're looking to scale past $60K a month revenue. And in order to do that, they need more output, more distribution, better content, and they don't have the time to do it because they're already bottlenecked with time and they're already spending all this time on their clients, right? So that'd be a done for you. I could only take on so many at one time. Now, done with you, this could be for people that are just starting out. They don't know exactly, what their offer should be. They have a few clients, maybe at $5K a month, but they want to build the right systems themselves and they want to know how to make the right content themselves because they have the time. So this might be a done with you. This might be, anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 a month, and I can take on, 10 to 20 of these people because it can be one-on-one calls, it can be bi-weekly one-on-one calls, and it can be, weekly group calls with everybody. So that's what an example of this looks like. And then if I were to do a product, maybe this would be a personal branding playbook PDF where they can download it, maybe anywhere from $10 to $50. Now, the content strategy. So what all this means for now, implementing it into your content. It looks like having content categories, right? So defining what the main pillars of your actual brand are. And so this is at the pillars of your content are at the intersection of what you are the best at doing and who your audience is, right? That determines what your pillars are. So when it comes to categories of those pillars, you need to have content that knocks out different categories and different, parts of skepticism that people might have. So this is having expertise content, right, to show people that you're an expert, authority content to show them you have authority in your space, you know what you're talking about, and proof content, which is similar to this right here. And so now the scaling systems. So taking this from, just starting out to, 6 figures a month. This looks like having key team members. This for this exact situation looks like an appointment center, very crucial. Content creator. So that's you in this position, being the face of your content. You are a key team member. And then fulfillment specialist. So if you're running a done for you offer, you're most likely going to need a fulfillment team. So that is just something to look into. And now implementation steps. If you're looking at this right now and you want to just start implementing, week 1 looks like offer clarity. And so defining what that is, get it out there, create the sales page, have a process, everything like that. Week 2, content strategy. Start creating that belief shifting content, have your strategy built out, build the lead magnet to actually bring people there and collect leads. Week 3 is going to be funnel setup, optimizing everything, right? So implementing your email sequence, if that's, if just as an example, if that's a way that you're going with your funnel, set up your tracking, right? So you know which area in the funnel people are coming from. Week 4, systems development, right? Hiring that key support, scaling your ops, everything like that. So next steps, if you're ready to monetize your personal brand, what you can do is book a strategy call below where I'll give you basically a custom roadmap. I'll audit everything you're doing right now and see what really needs to be optimized, how I could potentially help out, or at least just leave you with value on that call so you can start implementing. And so I'll leave you with this. Stop creating content without conversion. Start building a brand that actually makes money. Catch you guys in the next one.